right now, coming to the stage is a very, very funny DJ. Help me out with some music for the very, very funny Miss Jari, everybody. Give it up to Jari, everybody.
Big booty, but you got a big booty. Big booty, but you got a big booty. Big booty, but you ain't that a freak.
Give it up for your host and all the comedians you've seen tonight. My real name is Jesnaira, and people always ask me what's my name. I'm like, Jesnaira, and they're like, hey Naira. I'm like, no, it's Jesnaira, and they're like, I know I said Naira. I'm like, just forget it. Just forget it. And you know, I can't stand this cold weather. I'm ready for the spring, like the real spring, not the one day 70-degree weather, like spring for real. It's been so cold that I tried to let my dog go outside. She locked my ass outside. She's like, can you pee outside, ho? I was like, you can pee inside, I'll clean it. Stop playing. And ladies, don't you hate when something's wrong with your car and you don't realize what's wrong with it? Like my check engine light came on. I thought that meant pull over, put your hood up and check if your engine was still there. It is. There's slow people in here too. But I'll let them marinate. I recently lost 40 pounds. Yes. And people are like, you exercise, you're eating healthy? I'm like, nope, I just dated a dude who stressed me the hell out. 2 hours, like, yes, winning. But now I have one city that's bigger than the other. So instead of going to Victoria's Secret and buying a Miracle Bra, I went to the gas station and I brought Fix-A-Flat. It's still flat, I know. Ladies, don't do me like that. You all know you got one too, one bigger than the other. But ladies, don't you hate when you buy an outfit for a special occasion and it don't fit right? It's because we're bloated 2 weeks before our period, 2 weeks after, so technically we're bloated for the whole year. But I can't stand when guys are like, oh my gosh, look at her camel toe, it looks like it's gonna eat me. Rawr, it is. You're ridiculous. And fellas, we don't sit here and talk about your moose knuckles. They're like, what is that? What is that? That's the guys that have tight pants. Some have one bra. If you're fortunate, you have two. You see how they ain't laugh? And those be the same guys that go to the barber shop. Your barber puts his moose knuckles on your face and your arm, you didn't even realize it. He'll be like, lean back, you want a one or two? I got you, fam. Now this next joke, it might offend some of you ladies. If it does, that means it applies to you. Why is it that we wear fake eyelashes but have real mustaches? So that means it applies to you. You're mad at me, but you should be mad at your friend because she didn't say shit. She should have been like, your mustache is on fleek tonight. Be mad at the lady who did your eyebrows because she seen that shit first. She should have said mustache too. Get it. And we don't sit here, fellas, and talk about your nails not being done. Like, you think just because you smell good, look good, like that's it? You could be on a date with your man, he's like, you're having fun. No, I'm not, Freddy Cougar. You done cut me up. And it only costs $10. Go to leave nail, pick color, what color you like. It'll be good for us. Ladies, you ever wake up from a phone call from someone you like, but you haven't cleared your voice yet? He'll be like, hey baby, how you doing? You're like, he's like, can I talk to Jody? It's me, baby. I knew you was a hoe, I knew you was a... No, it's me. I work with kids. Kids say crazy things. This little boy called me a thought. I thought that was hot with the T in front of it. I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. This little girl was like, no, Miss Baez, that means you're a hoe. And I was like, oh, his mama. Then she came up to the school, I was like, I did not say that, I love Jesus. And I realized, in order to communicate with kids now, you sing songs and kids will sing songs back to you. Like this little boy was like, Miss Baez, today do we have a test? I was like, yeah, you guessed it. You was right. this little girl came in class, she was wobbling. She's like, I've been drinking. I'm like, why would you do that? She's like, I know. I was like, what were you drinking? She's like, pills and potions. And I'm like, see, that's the shit I don't like. But people are always like, are you Puerto Rican? I'm like, yes, I am. They're like, you don't look like it. I'm like, what does a Puerto Rican look like? They were like, they have kids. The ladies, you ever get cheated on? No, just me. I went through my ex's phone and I found messages that weren't appropriate. And I'm like, so you're just gonna do me like that? He's like, the devil is a lie. The devil's trying to ruin us. So I decided to put it on Facebook and Instagram. He's like, so you're just gonna do me like that? I'm like, the devil is a lie. I thought you were good, but you weren't. That was a true story. It wasn't a joke. Just had to vent. But I'm gonna end on this note. Like, guys are always like, hey mommy. If you're cute, I'll be like, hey papi. If you ugly, I am not your mommy. I'll help you find me though. That's my name. That's Johnny.
One more time, Yari.